Hello 2023 K-influencers! K-culture.zip, Unzip the story of Korean culture, the education VOD with Kong Nuni is back! In the last episode, we explored Korea's special photo-taking culture. We've talked about four-cut photos that had people's favorite frames in a single strip, and the self-photo-taking culture that emerged during the COVID-19 era. Dear K-influencers, do you remember how visitors who wear hanbok can get a free entry to the 5 palaces in Seoul? I've also mentioned that there are many hanbok rental shops near the historic places in Korea. I'm guessing some of you may have noticed that the fabric and structure of those rental shop hanboks are slightly different from the more traditional ones. A lot of the ones for rental are modern hanbok that are tailored to appeal to the modern audience. And in today's episode, we will dive deep into modern hanbok. Okay then, shall we start our journey to Korea's modern hanbok? Let's begin. When did Koreans start wearing hanbok? K-influencers, hanbok is the traditional clothing of which country? This is an easy question. Hanbok is the traditional clothing of our beloved Korea. Hanbok, along with hanok, hansik, and hangul, is precious cultural heritage that represents Korea's identity. Then, since when did people start wearing hanbok? The origin of the hanbok can be found in mural paintings of Goguryeo, one of the precedent kingdoms of Korea. Traditional clothings that look similar to today's hanbok are painted in Muyongchong mural painting and the mural painting in the Susanli tomb. It is said that the term hanbok was used to distinguish Korean clothes from Western suits after the harbor opening of Chosun in 1876. Modern hanbok. How did it come about? Modern hanbok also has quite a long history. It was created in the 1900s when foreign teachers of Ihwa Hakdang attached straps to their school uniform skirts so students could feel more comfortable in them. This style became widespread during the period of Japanese colonial rule so that the skirts that female independence activists were wearing would not fall down. Western fabric became widely distributed from the 1930s and 1960s, which created different styles of hanbok, such as a hanbok skirt made of Western cloths, or lace togori that had a mesh inner layer. Efforts to promote hanbok internationally began as Korea hosted various global events including the Asian Games and the World Sports Competition in the 1980s. Hanbok was simplified and created by using practical materials such as buttons and zippers for consumers' convenience. And finally, starting from the 2010s, due to the popularity of K-pop and K-dramas, people started to rent and wear hanbok, which created hanboks of various materials and styles as we see now. Hanbok, Korea's traditional clothing that became reinterpreted into a contemporary style as modern hanbok. What a history full of interesting facts! Changing the image of modern hanbok. K-influencers, what comes to your mind when you think about modern hanbok? A new culture? Something very Korean? Splendor? Photos uploaded on social media? Before this culture of wearing trendy hanboks and taking lots of photos in them became widespread, people's perception of modern hanbok was far from being trendy. Then, how did modern hanbok take off its outdated image and stand at the center of popular culture not only among Koreans but also foreigners such as K-influencers? It dates back to 2010 when Korea hosted the G20 summit. Wishing a successful G20 summit, in September of 2010, Gyeongbokgung Palace first opened to the public for an evening tour for the first time in 615 years. And from October 2013, the entry to the palace became free for those wearing hanbok. Booking a palace evening tour was highly competitive, and those who succeeded in booking posted photos on Instagram of them in the palace in modern hanbok and enjoying the royal culture. And it became a popular culture among Gen Z to visit a palace in hanbok and post photos on social media. Hanlu, another boost to the popularity of modern hanbok. As explained, the Cultural Heritage Administration in Korea hosted an event related to the palace, which made wearing modern hanbok a popular culture. Then how did wearing hanbok become popular culture in other countries where hanbok is considered unfamiliar and hard to come by? It is all thanks to K-pop and K-dramas, the two pillars of Hallyu content that spotlighted the charm and beauty of hanbok. In 2019, Kingdom, which opened the heyday of K-dramas on Netflix, became a global hit, increasing foreign countries' interest in the hanbok of the Joseon dynasty. In particular, people paid attention to various forms of kat, a traditional hat worn with hanbok by many characters. Viewers left comments such as, "Every character is wearing a super cool hat. I need to go to Amazon right now to get one," and highly praised the traditional kat hat. If any of you K-influencers watch Kingdom, what kind of kat was the most memorable to you? Hunglip, a black hat mostly worn by aristocrat men? Shurip, a red hat worn by the leader of an army? Or the glamorous Chunlip with an added feather? Please tell us about your favorite hanbok or kat. And please remember that kat is an important element of hanbok culture that is also included in the logo for Visit Korea Year, a campaign that runs from 2023 to 2024. And finally, the year 2020. The Blackpink members wore modern hanbok in the music video and on a stage for a song titled How You Like That, which widely promoted the unique charm and beauty of hanbok. In addition, the BTS members also performed Idol on a stage in modern hanbok, and August D wore a hanbok in the music video of his solo song Techita. The chic and stylish modern hanbok became well known to fans worldwide through K-pop artists. K-influencers, if you are interested in Hallyu, why don't you shoot your own video in modern hanbok just like Korean artists? Hanbok meets the metaverse. If any of you K-influencers are not in a situation to easily try on a modern hanbok, why don't you try it on in the metaverse? Since 2018, Hanbok Promotion Center of Korea Craft and Design Foundation has been holding various hanbok culture-themed experience programs, exhibits, and fashion shows under the slogan, "Hanbok like everyday life like hanbok." In particular, every third week of October has been designated as Hanbok Culture Week to promote hanbok culture worldwide and encourage people to try it on. You can see various hanbok items on Zepeto World not only during the Hanbok Culture Week, but also during traditional holidays such as Seolnar and Chuseok. K-influencers, I think it would be good for you to experience a new hanbok culture through the metaverse. Wow, it's already time to close episode 3 of the Cultural Education VOD. In this episode, we've looked into modern Korean hanbok. We've covered various topics, starting from the history of hanbok, traditional Korean clothing, to the creation and development of today's modern hanbok. With Kongnuni, we've looked at every part of modern hanbok culture, from its popularity through social media, to the global fame through its appearance in K-pop and K-dramas, and even the metaverse. Like in the last episode, Kongnuni has a special present for K-influencers who watch the video to the end. That is, Kongnuni's modern hanbok collection. There is an image file uploaded on Google Classroom for K-influencers to design hanbok worn by Kongnuni, so please use it for your own video making. I can't wait to watch the unique videos of your own stories, K-influencers. Kongnuni will look forward to it. Next week, we will explore hot places in Korea. Then, see you next Thursday. Goodbye, everyone!